Nice to have you with us here on Cable 24 Sports. Season's greetings to everybody, as it is high school hockey action in the first round of the Massena Central Invitational Tournament, Christmas tournament, that is, as the Massena Central Red Raiders hosting the Crimson Tide of Spaulding. Spaulding, located in Barrie, Vermont, a school that has about 1,000 students. And this hockey team coming into this game, 3 wins and 1 loss on the season. The Massena Central Red Raiders also with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss coming into this hockey game. In our first game tonight in this tournament, it was St. Pius of Ottawa defeating Saratoga by the score of 7-5. So St. Pius will advance into the finals tomorrow afternoon against the winner of this game. Jamie?
Well, St. Pius had a chance to look at them before this game here, and they look pretty tough. Every time Saratoga would get within 1 goal, they'd seem to come right back about 40 seconds later and pop another goal in. There was a change of goalie early in the game. 2 players were ejected in the second period for fighting. Other than that, it looks as if St. Pius can score. They put, well, I think it was 7 goals in the net, and they could be a tough customer for whoever wins this one here.
Teams are at center ice, and we are set for high school hockey action here on Edwards Production Sports. And from the draw, Spaulding back in her own zone. This is Ryan LaPrade. Checked on the play, buck into the corner. Keith Maurice with it, trying to clear. And here comes Spaulding. Now this is Dan Leone in over the line, but a good job by LaPointe for Massena. As he is back, Mike LaPointe doing some back checking, and Mike LaPointe now with a puck, racing over the blue line. Knocked away from the puck momentarily. Now right in front, a shot, they score! The Red Raiders waste no time. It's Seth Service getting loose in front of the net, in front of netminder Chris Pelletier.
Well, we know that Seth Service was tough in our last game that we did here.
Seth Service picking up a goal for the Massena Central Red Raiders. We'll get a look at it again.
Right in front of the net. Nice backhand going into the net for Service.
Massena Central Red Raiders, I should say, going with Luca Richards in goal tonight. 32 seconds, the time of the Red Raider goal as they lead at 1-0. Now it's Blaze in over the line for Massena, shot right on. Save made by Pelletier. Corey David having a little trouble with a puck. And Spaulding clear to center. Once again for Massena, Adam Blaze. Blaze out there with Corey David and Les Pribble up front. This is Adam Blaze. Blaze working to center, now in over the line. Puck gets away from defenseman Bootsy. Now it ends up on the mesh behind the Spaulding goal. Bootsy works it free. Spaulding clear to center with a puck. This is Jim Lacroix. He loses it, now in over the line. A hard shot, right on net by Massena's Tim O'Shea. And Pelletier covers up for a face-off. There you get a look at the Spaulding goaltender.
Had a chance to chat with the Spaulding goaltender earlier before the start of the game, and that is Chris Pelletier. And seems to be a nice gentleman to talk to, but I'm sure he has an entirely different attitude when he's out on the ice.
Now racing down the ice, it's Gary LaPearl trying to race him, but the Red Raiders stop him before he can reach the Red Raider net. Massena moving the puck to center, but now it's Lacroix back. Has the puck momentarily. Now he loses it. Puck sent in right on net on Pelletier. Spaulding working to center, a pass intended for Jason Lacroix was broken up. Now this is Ryan LaPrade playing it behind the net. In forechecking for Spaulding, it's Jim Lacroix. Red Raiders work it free. O'Shea sends one the length of the ice, and we have icing call against the Massena Central Red Raiders. 12:26 to play here in our first period. 1-0 our score. From the drop. Now it's in over the line, but called on the offside as the Red Raiders are working in over the line. Our referees for tonight's game are Mel Tomilty and Tom Caruso.
Well, Massena setting a fast pace early, didn't waste any time. 32 seconds out of the box with that goal.
This is service with a puck working in on the right side. A back pass intended for Spanberg was checked, taken away from Spanberg. Now Josh Spanberg in for checking. Red Raiders holding it in momentarily. Service, but now Zanleone takes it back, loses it in his skates. Then this is Spanberg back in his own zone. Spanberg's pass intercepted by Zanleone. Oh, he runs into Ryan Kerwin, knocks Kerwin down, but here come the Red Raiders. In over the line, Josh Spanberg spun around by Seidman. Now it's service being checked by Jay Zanleone. Loose along the boards. The Crimson Tide of Spaulding trying to work it out of their own zone. Now they direct the puck into the Massena zone. Ooh, Chad Burke was going to the bench for a line change, and he just about
turned around at Chandler Point, said, I can get off on my own power. I don't need any help to the bench.
Spaulding with a puck in their own zone. Down to 11-12 in our first period. First round action in this Massena Invitational Christmas Tournament. And the Red Raiders leading here 1-0 in early going. Now at center ice, it's Adam Blaze trying to center it in front. But a good job by Spaulding's Keith Perry, as Perry was hounding Blaze all the way down the left side, and the puck rolled right to netminder Chris Pelletier. Chris Pelletier, who had the lowest, I would guess, the lowest goals against average last season in Vermont, as he was the least scored upon goaltender.
That says an awful lot for a defense for a team when you hear a stat like that. You see a lot of good goaltending when you see a stat like that. So Massena getting that goal right off the bat, 32 seconds in. That's a good omen for them right now.
This hockey club has, it appears, one freshman. His name is Corey Thigeson. He wears number 13. He's out on the ice right now. He's a coach, Topper McFawn. Is high on that freshman. Red Raiders from the draw put a shot right on net. Pelletier makes the save. Here come the Crimson Tide back the other way. In on the line, this is Viens, but Tim Viens had the puck knocked off his stick, and service back for Massena. Pass for Corey David. David overskated it. Now he collides with a Spaulding player. That's Chad LaPrade. Red Raiders have it left side. Ooh, puck that's redirected. It appeared off defenseman Ryan LaPrade and close to that Spaulding goal.
LaPrade almost giving Massena a free one right there. We got a whistle.
Yes, as the Red Raiders were called for the offside. We have 10-12 remaining here in our first period.
Red Raiders are brandishing a rather physical variety of hockey right here early.
Red Raiders with a 3-1 record coming in to tonight's game, as they were losers to St. Joseph's 4-3, and they defeated Albany 4-0. OFA 4-1, and Potsdam 5-2. As this hockey team has not played since a week ago Wednesday night. A week ago last night, that is. Pass intended for O'Shea, but he was too well checked by the Spaulding defenseman. Here's a shot that maybe partially deflected. Now we have Seidman running in to Massena's Jamie Courier. They both go to the ice. We have a penalty coming up.
That's the second altercation between Seidman and Courier. They've been going at each other since they hit the ice, and I think they're going to both take a little trot over to the penalty box.
There you get a look at, well, that's the assistant coach. That's Mike Reardon right there that you see on our screen. And the head coach is Topper McFawn. Going to the penalty box, Jamie Courier goes for elbowing. And Dan Seidman for the Crimson Tide. He goes for hitting from behind. So 9:23 the time of the penalties. And the teams now skating at 4 aside. The Red Raiders have Ryan Kerwin out there, Josh Spanberg, Mike LaPointe, Frank Joy. Spanberg in forechecking. Here's Joy from the point. It's shot, and it's stopped before it reaches the net. As Keith Maurice, who has the puck now. Maurice working it over the line. Puts on the brakes. Spaulding have out here on the ice Jay Zanleone, along with Ryan LaPrade. As I mentioned, Keith Maurice, along with Chad Burke. Ooh, here's a big check by Zanleone as he runs into Kerwin. Kerwin loses his stick. Puck rolling down into the Spaulding zone.
Boy, you can hear that check in all the way to downtown Massena, that one.
The Crimson Tide send the puck the length of the ice, and icing is called. And Ryan LaPrade, after shooting the puck down the ice, kind of is puzzled, and now he's going to go talk to referee Mel Tomilty, as I think Captain Ryan LaPrade. There you get a look at Red Raider head coach Tim Long in his 3rd season behind the bench for the Massena Central Red Raiders. Last season, Red Raiders were 17-6-2.
Another big save by Pelletier. Massena really putting the pressure on here, Chip.
Tim Long going out, setting out Corey David, along with Adam Blaze. This is Corey David letting go a shot from the short side, and he fires it wide of the mark.
David looking for that upper left-hand corner if he can squeeze it by.
This time David tries to feed in front for Adam Blaze, but too far for him, and the Crimson Tide move it to center. Now penalized players back on, and the team's back at the full complement of players, and that's 5 aside, not including the goaltenders. Good check that time by P.J. Rochford as he slows up a Spaulding player at the center ice area. Puck is loose, now being knocked down. It's Corey Thigeson. Moving up for Spaulding, it's Eric Badeau. Badeau will roll the puck into the Massena zone. Dion behind the net for Rochford, being watched on the play by Spaulding's Tim Bienz. Now far side, it's Chad LaPrade. Can't hold in. Now it's loose. Nice play that time by Bootsy for Spaulding. That's David Bootsy. He cleared the puck away from the Red Raider player. It's loose. This is O'Shea centering in front, but service too well tied up for Massena. Now we have a penalty, and Elmore is going to be the call. Scott Service will take the penalty. We'll be back with a Spaulding power play right after this.
Enjoy a delicious meal in a relaxing atmosphere, along with a price you can afford at the Club 37 on Tripany Road in Massena. The Club 37 offers daily lunch and dinner specials, open Monday through Friday for lunch 11 till 4, Tuesday through Sunday for dinner from 4 till 10. They specialize in seafood, steaks, and Italian food. Fine food and all your favorite beverages is what you'll find when you visit the Club 37 on Tripany Road in Massena.
Power play unit here. They have Keith Maurice along with Dan Seidman on the point here on this power play. And up front, they go with Chad LaPrade. This is Chad LaPrade with a puck right now. Also out there is Chad Burke. And it's Jay Zanleone. Shot that got redirected. Here's another high shot over the head of Luca Richards. Massena netminder. In talking to Coach Topper McFawn before the game, He was mentioning that this Spaulding hockey team will do a little bit of experimenting both on the power play here tonight and when they penalty kill, as they are using a couple of different faces on this power play unit. This is Burke in over the line, a drop pass. Now the Red Raiders clear. Oh, there's a big collision as Adam Blaze ran into Ryan LaPrade right at the blue line.
Wow.
And they both went down. Now a pass intended for Jim Lacroix. That went off his stick.
I think everybody in the building, Chip, felt that check right there.
Puck is out to center ice. Badeau. Now for Lacroix. Shot right on net. Easy save by Luca Richards as Gary LaPearl took the shot. And then we get a Spaulding player knocked down on a play, and that was Jim Lacroix. There you see our score, the Brazier Quick Stop scoreboard. We have 5:15 remaining.
Well, I'll tell you, Chip, this is a very physical Massena Red Raiders team tonight.
From the draw, held in at the point. Penalized player back on the ice for the Red Raiders, but now we have another penalty coming up. Two of the Red Raiders hitting from behind will be the call.
Now you can kind of see that one coming down there in the corner.
And there you get a look at P.J. Rochford going to the penalty box. Senior defenseman, 6'1", 185 pounds. Of course, an outstanding job quarterbacking the Massena Central Red Raider football team this past season.
Time of the penalty, 9:53 in the first period.
9:53 the time of the penalty. So Spaulding on the power play. Here's a shot from the point, a high shot. Now a centering attempt for Zanleone, but he was knocked down on the fly. Badeau holding it at the point. Zanleone a shot, blocked by Frank Joy. Now it's Mike Dion knocked down as he was looking for a face-off in his own zone. Finally, the Red Raiders were able to clear. Red Raiders going with a penalty killing unit here of Mike Lapointe, Frank Joy, Mike Dion, and Josh Spanberg. This is Badeau trying to hold the puck in. He can't. Spanberg's loose at center, but Lapointe can't get him the puck. Now coming up with it is Jay Zanleone. Zanleone working it over the line, but his pass intended for Viennes was behind him. Back to the point, gets away from Lagesson. Red Raiders changing on the fly. 22 seconds left on the Massena penalty. 3:55 remaining to play here in our first period. Nice to have you along with us here at Edwards Production Sports, and holiday greetings from all of us here at Edwards Productions. Now behind the net, service for Massena. Along the boards for Chad Schneider. Now feeding out front, it's loose, and a shot by Mike Coakley of Spaulding. Broken up, now back the other way. It's the Red Raiders. And a shot taken by P.J. Rochford, and he backhanded it just wide as he was going to the far side. Nice play by Service. The puck is loose. Ooh, what's that? Service just couldn't regain control of the puck. Now back the other way, looking Ryan LaPrade, taking a shot. That deflects into the corner. Red Raiders. Service, nice move to get around one check. Now for Les Fribble. Fribble moving in over the line. Slowed up on a play, but gets away from a check. Fribble tries to feed it in front, but blocked by the defenseman Ryan LaPrade.
Corey David was hanging around right at point-blank range in front of the net, Chip.
2:40 to play in our period. Here's a shot, save, Mink, the rebound. And Pelletier was quick to get back on his skates and stop any chance that Les Fribble had. Crimson Tide can't clear it right now as the Red Raiders doing a good job of forechecking and keeping this Barrie Vermont hockey team tied up in their own zone. As as the Crimson Tide of Spaulding still can't clear behind the net. Scott's service feeds Courier a shot, and that goes off out of Blaze in front of the net. Ryan LaPrade finally clears. Now it's Jim Lacroix one-on-one. He is slowed up right at the blue line by Ryan Kerwin. Here come the Red Raiders. Scott's service having trouble finding a puck in his own skates. Now the Red Raiders move it out to center. Jamie Courier headmans a pass for O'Shea. Too far for him. The pass originated from the other side of center ice, so icing is called. 1-0 our score. Massena in the lead. We'll be back right after this.
When it's time to build, head for Massena Building Supply and Northern Building Supply, your Golden Rule Lumber Centers. Supplying the North Country with the best selection and price on all your building and remodeling needs. At Massena and Northern Building Supply, you'll get the best in service from friendly professionals. Whether you need tools, lumber, paint, or an entire kitchen or bath, all your building needs can be met right here at your Golden Rule Lumber Centers, Massena and Northern Building Supply.
Minute 40 to play in our first period. Red Raiders tried to work in over the Spaulding blue line, but it's broken up. Spanberg checked on the play by Keith Maurice. Now behind the net, Spanberg forechecking for the Red Raiders. Maurice trying to flip it out of his own zone. Plays ahead for Corey Thigeson. Thigeson loses the puck. Frank Joy. A pass now for Tim O'Shea. Onto the stick of Courier. Courier wraps the puck inside the Spaulding zone. A minute 10 left here in our first period. This is Chad Burke at his own blue line. Now Jason Lacroix. Two players collide. Red Raiders 3-on-1. A centering attempt in front. And I believe Dan Seidman just got a piece of that 3-on-1 break. Fortunately for Spaulding that time, Jamie, as I believe the defenseman Seidman just got a skate on that Red Raider pass.
Just barely.
Now LaPrade plays the puck for Chad Burke out to center ice. We're down to 30 seconds in our first period. Red Raiders still in the lead, 1-0. Now LaPointe runs into a Spaulding player, but let's see, we have a penalty coming up. Referee Tom Caruso calls high sticking to Mike LaPointe. There you get a look at Mike LaPointe.
And LaPointe knew it too. He headed right to the box. He said, yeah, I got caught.
Massena penalty number 7, Michael Point. A minute and a half for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 14:36 of the first period.
14:36, the time of that penalty. So the Red Raiders will be short-handed the remainder of this first period. And for the start of the second period, big check handed out a moment ago by Adam Blaze. Spaulding with a puck. Ooh, P.J. Rochford steps up at the blue line and knocks down Jason Lacroix. That will do it for first period action here at the Massena Arena in this Massena Invitational Christmas Tournament. With our score after one period, the Massena Central Red Raiders leading the Crimson Tide of Spaulding by the score of 1-0. Earlier today, we had a chance to talk to Paul Patterson, the recreation director, and we'll have that interview for you coming up next. Massena Central Red Raiders won the Crimson Tide of Spaulding 0, as you're watching Massena Central Invitational Christmas Tournament here on Cable 24 Sports. And here to recap that first period, Jamie Davis.
Recapping that first period, we take a look at the goals scored. There was only one scored. It was for the Red Raiders. Scored by Seth Service at 32 seconds into the first period. And on the assist was Michael LaPointe and Josh Spanberg. Chip?
Not a whole lot of shots on goal. We checked after the first period. It was 4-2, they said, shots on goal. Spaulding with the 2 shots, or the saves, I should say.
A lot of penalties in that first period. Massena getting the majority of them. They had 4 penalties to Spaulding's 1, Jeff.
And Red Raiders will have to do a better job of staying out of the penalty box in this second period. And here is the ends.
Excuse me, they've kept the seat warm over there. Let's put it that way.
Yes. The Red Raiders trying to kill off a penalty here. And this is Josh Spanberg as the Red Raiders start. Spanberg, Kerwin, Seth Service, and Frank Joy for this penalty killing unit as we play here early in our second period. And the Crimson Tide have out there Chad LaPrade, one of the leading point getters on this hockey team, out there along with Jay Zanleone. He's another one of the top point getters. Now the puck is loose to the side of the net. Here's a shot, and a sliding Ryan Kerwin blocks that shot attempt, as that was Viens who attempted to take the shot. Penalized player back on.
We've noticed that Spaulding has not been a very physical team, but they've been a very good skating team so far.
Now in over the line, Spanberg, he's ridden off the play. Puck rolls into the corner. Red Raiders trying to keep the puck in. Spaulding play at the center. This is Diod. He'll play it in deep as the Red Raiders changing here on the fly. Adam Blaze in forechecking. Now Corey David joins over there in the corner. Behind the net, this is Eric Badeau. Puck goes off a skate now into the corner, directed there by Jim LaCroix. This is P.J. Rochford. Played the puck into the Spaulding zone momentarily. The Crimson Tide send the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Now Spaulding trying to work it in front. This is Dion with it. Behind the net. Oh, he is checked and knocked down on the play by LaPearl. Now a centering attempt. Luca Richards blocks that. Here come the Red Raiders. Les Pribble. A pass for Adam Blaze, but it's behind him. Spaulding will change on the fly. Dion behind his own goal. Dion, nice pass for Pribble. Has Corey David on the right side. Pribble works in over the line. Checked on the play by Dan Seidman. Now, this is Chad Burke. Burke's pass for Mike Copley behind him. And it's Chad Schneider behind his own goal for the Red Raiders for Pribble. Now it's Seth Service. Loses the puck. Copley tried to center in front. Zanleone couldn't get the puck. Now Corey David will try to push the puck with his glove into the Spaulding zone. He'll go to the bench as the Red Raiders changing. Here's Seidman for Spaulding. His pass is a weak one. O'Shea intercepted, but his shot on goal, I'm not quite sure it reached the net. Here's a shot that's loose in front. Pelletier with a save on Tim O'Shea.
Big stop right there by Pelletier.
Chris Pelletier, who did not play well in the only loss that the Spaulding team have on the season. As I mentioned, they're 3-1 there. You get a look at Chris Pelletier. Pelletier was in net in the game that they lost 3-1 to Austin Prep out of Massachusetts. And the opposing goalie for Austin Prep in that hockey game made 35 saves. So he had an outstanding night. Or in talking to Coach Topper McFawn before the game, he thought his hockey team would have won the game if the goaltender did not have such an outstanding game. 10:45 to play here in our second period. Red Raiders will try to clear. They do to center. Jamie Courier with a puck. Courier's got O'Shea breaking it over the blue line. O'Shea tries to feed in front, but Scott's surface was too well tied up. Frank Joy in deep. He falls down on the play, and the Crimson Tide come away. Center ice area. This is Steigerson. Steigerson will play into the Red Raiders zone, and then Ryan Kerwin knocks Steigerson off the puck. Red Raiders to center ice. O'Shea with a puck. Tim O'Shea spun around, stays on his skates. Now a pass and a shot right on, and Pelletier makes the save. Tim O'Shea with a nice feed that time and a good shot on goal. But Pelletier stood his ground and made the save, as that was Ryan Kerwin, who stepped up from his defensive position.
Well, that's the second time now that O'Shea has been hovering around in front of Pelletier. He's very close to getting a goal the last time they were down there.
As we mentioned in the first game of this tournament, here's a shot right on goal. Pelletier will make the save as Mike Lapointe took that shot. The score was, it was St. Pius 7, Saratoga 5. So St. Pius from Ottawa will await the winner of this game. Here's a loose puck in front of the net off the face-off, and Saratoga clear to the corner. Loose. Finally worked clear. Crimson Tide will play it to center. Stick handling in over the line is checked out as Jason Lacroix. But Lacroix lost the puck, and the Red Raiders clear it the length of the ice, and icing is called against Massena Central Red Raiders.
Well, we haven't seen Massena just within the last few minutes brandishing that physical style of hockey that they had in the early going of this matchup with Spaulding. They threw their bodies around an awful lot in that first period, and they're not up to that physical play they were using in the first period in this second.
But here's a break, and it's Les Pribble. On the break, he shoots, he scores! Les Pribble.
Nice little wrist shot by Pribble right there. And it went to the right of Pelletier, and Massena has the lead by a score of 2-0 now.
Les Pribble went down 2-on-1 with Corey David, and Pribble took it all himself. Here we'll get a look at it again.
Here they go. Two of them breaking
really
right in.
Really 2-on-none.
And Pribble, the lower right-hand side,
as
comes up with the
Keith
goal.
Maurice tried to get back. Unassisted. I believe they said at the 5:04 mark. So the Red Raiders now lead 2-0. Right from the draw. Red Raiders caught the Crimson Tide that time, and Pribble and Corey David broke down with Keith Maurice trying to get back to help out. And Pribble beat the Spaulding goaltender, Chris Pelletier, to make it a 2-0 hockey game. Now Pribble, he's run into and checked, as moving up on a play was Dan Seidman. Now it's Tim O'Shea in forechecking. He tries to center in front. Held in at the point. Here's a shot taken by Eric DeRosie. That was knocked down. Spaulding rolled the puck the length of the ice, and icing is going to be called this time against the Crimson Tide. 8:17 to play. Second period. We'll be back right after this.
Susie Travel, a full-service agency. Instant computerized reservations, and Susie Travel now has service after hours. You can phone in reservations till 9 p.m. on weekdays and until 5 p.m. on weekends. All major credit cards accepted. Travel for fun or business. Your arrangements will always be handled professionally and efficiently. Once you've traveled with Susie Travel, you'll never travel with anyone else. Phone 769-2932.
Les Pribble picking up his second goal of the season. As the Red Raiders now leading 2-0. Now Spaulding back in their own zone, but Jamie Courier in forechecking stole the puck away. Now Courier going into the corner, being checked heavily. Crimson Tide break out. Thigeson will turn around and skate back into his own zone. Back pass for Chad LaPrade. Plays it to center. Knocked off a stick there. And this is DeRosie back in his own zone.
Crimson Tide starting to get a little bit more physical here, Chip.
They are down 2-0 in this hockey game. Red Raiders changing on the fly.
And they were flying when they came off that bench, I know that.
Now Lacroix tries a back pass, but he fanned on it. And here come the Red Raiders. 3-on-2. Moving in over the line, it's Frank Joy. He puts on the brakes. Frank Joy still with a puck. But they say, I believe, outside the blue line as a Red Raider skated into the crease.
And the Red Raider that skated into the crease, I think, was Heath McLean. I'll have to check and see, but I think that's who ended up in there.
I believe Jason Converse and Heath McLean right there still out on the ice as they're getting a shift here.
McLean was coming in about 100 miles an hour and couldn't stop.
Along with Joey Weisskopf also out there. That's Weisskopf back checking. Or I checked out, I mean, doing some forechecking in the Spaulding zone. Weisskopf behind the net. It's to the side of the Spaulding goal. 6:45 to play in our period. Centered in front. Red Raiders can't keep the puck in the zone. They'll have to regroup at center. Now McLean going into the corner. Feeds Weisskopf behind the net. Along the boards. Frank Joyce centers it in front. It's rolled into the corner. Now Weisskopf loses it in his skates. He can't find it. David Bootsy tries to clear. Now Converse checked. Coming away is Weisskopf. Shoots, pad save, Pelletier. Rebound. The Crimson Tide will clear. They come to center. It's Jason Lacroix in over the line. But it's called on the offside.
We've seen Pelletier make some great saves. Spaulding down 2-0, but Pelletier has come up with some excellent saves on Massena as they've had some 2-on-0 and 3-on-2 breakaways here.
And a good shift that time for Joel Weisskopf and Heath McLean, Jason Converse, as they applied some pressure on the Crimson Tide in their own zone. From the draw, Seth Service steps over the line, but a good check there. Handed out by Keith Maurice. Now Mike Lapointe in for checking for the Red Raiders. Ooh, he grabs a hold of Dan Seidman. There you see our score on the Brazier Quick Stop scoreboard.
Well, Seidman and Lapointe almost going at each other there. It's been a pretty physical game if you look at it from Massena's point of view so far.
Yep. Josh Spanberg wins the draw. Red Raiders have Spanberg, Service, Lapointe out there. Rochford and Dion on defense. Spanberg skates around the net, puts a backhander that was blocked in front of the net. Mike Dion for Service. Mike Dion flips the puck to center. Service, a pass, and Spanberg touches the puck, and it's a hand pass called against Massena. There you get a look at Josh Spanberg. Spanberg, the leading scorer for the Massena Central Red Raiders 1 year ago. Of course, back this season, Spanberg so far in the season has scored 4 goals and also has 4 assists on the season, including a power play goal and 3 assists in a 5-2 win against Potsdam. Now from the side of the net, Spanberg tries to center it in front, but it goes off a skate. Seth Service being checked by Corey Thigeson. Now they tie the puck up along the glass, and we get another stoppage of play with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left here in our second period.
Well, the pace has kind of slowed down a little bit from what it was in the first period, but Spaulding is having a hard time getting that puck out of their own end right now.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to mount a whole lot of offense here so far in this hockey game. Here's a shot that goes wide of the mark.
They do a pretty good job of passing the puck. I've noticed that when they do get it down into the other end, they pass the puck nicely.
Icing is waved off because the puck did roll through the crease. Now Josh Spanberg has a little trouble holding on to the puck. He goes into the corner with Ryan LaPrade. Red Raiders trying to hold in at the blue line. Corey Thigeson will clear for the Crimson Tide. Seth Service for Massena. Dumps the puck in as the Red Raiders changing on the fly. Down to 4 minutes in our second period. 2-0 Red Raiders leading this hockey game. The winner will advance into tomorrow's final against the St. Pius X-Men from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Center ice. Raiders can't control. They just play the puck to the Spaulding blue line. Now here come the Crimson Tide back. Jason Lacroix, a nice pass over for Jim Lacroix. But the pass back went off a skate.
There's that good passing we were talking about right there, Chip, that Spaulding does. When they do get the puck down in the other end, and in Massena's end, boy, they are tough on the passing.
That time the Twins just failed to connect as Jason and Jim Lacroix.
They'll go a long ways in hockey just on their name alone, I think, Chip.
Face-off coming to the left of Massena netminder Luca Richards, who once again this period, Jamie, has not been very busy.
No, not really.
Credit the Red Raider defense. Very steady group. Got a lot of high praise from Coach Tim Long in the papers after their 5-2 victory over the Potsdam Sandstoners. Because I believe through 2 periods of that game, they only had, Potsdam only had about maybe 6 shots on goal. Ended up with maybe 11 in the entire game. Zanleone, a nice pass in front, and a backhander that goes wide of the net by Chad Burke. Pass back out in front, but nobody there for Spaulding. They're trying to set up in front of the net. Eric DeRosie will clear, and it rolls the length of the ice, and the Red Raiders will be called for icing.
Zanleone, what a great play by him. He kind of looked around, saw 2 Massena players coming right at him, and he sort of sacrificed himself before he made the pass. He waited till they were right on top of him, eliminate 2 players. Even though he took the brunt of that, he was able to get the pass off in front of the net, and it almost paid big dividends for Spaulding.
Spaulding going with the line of Tim Viennes out there, along with Corey Thigeson and Chad LaPrade. Red Raiders countering up front with Scott Service, Tim O'Shea, and Jamie Courier. Loose puck in front of the Red Raider bench. Jamie Courier races over to steer the puck into the Spaulding zone.
Quite a battle going on between Viennes and O'Shea, and now they're tied up at back of the net, Chip.
Red Raiders play it to the point. Frank Joy, a shot. Oh, what a save there. Because I'm not sure that Pelletier saw that from the start, Jamie.
Wow. Pelletier with a major glove save and a beauty. What a save by Pelletier. He has made some excellent saves, even though Spaulding is down 2-0. Here, we'll watch it again on the replay, and you're right, Chip. I don't think he really saw this shot coming.
Ooh.
Yes, right at the last second he saw it. And that almost went into the upper right-hand corner.
I'm not sure if Scott's service for the Massena Central Red Raiders went down because he saw the puck coming high, or if he was checked and knocked down in front of the net. But anyways, that allowed Pelletier to see the puck right at the very end. It would have been a high shot, but might have caught the top corner too. But Pelletier made the stop. 2 minutes exactly left to play here in our second period. We've had a goal scored in each of the first 2 periods so far, and the Red Raiders have been on the scoreboard with both goals. I think we have a penalty coming up, maybe?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to take a look and see the...
Maybe a...
We'll have to wait and see who's going to go.
Yeah, it's a penalty to Massena.
Bench minor, maybe? We'll have to wait and see. I think some of the players don't even know what it is. Well, this is kind of interesting. We'll have to wait for the announcement. I have no idea what this is. Maybe a bench penalty of some kind right here. Now a player headed over to the box.
Massena bench minor, served by number 17, Jason Converse, player lead all the sports over the Massena bench sits.
So the Red Raiders are assessed a bench minor. Spaulding will be on the power play here. Tim Viennes is out there, along with Chad LaPrade.
And I still have no idea what that bench penalty was for.
This is Viennes into the corner for Thigeson. He's checked by Ryan Kerwin. And the Red Raiders are able to clear. Also out there on this power play of Ryan LaPrade for Spaulding and Eric Badeau. Red Raiders counter with Seth Service. One penalty killer, Josh Spanberg. Now a long pass, Spanberg sending it clear. Spanberg on the backhand, but he's ridden out the play by Badeau, who got back in time to get a piece of the Red Raider penalty killer. Down to a minute left in our second period. LaPrade behind the net, trying to feed in front. LaPrade still with a puck. A pass for Chad Burke. Burke's shot goes off the leg of his teammate Chad LaPrade. Now Burke to the point. Here's Badeau. A shot. Oh, it deflects, but high and wide of the net. 40 seconds left in our second period.
LaPrade was headed for the bench, almost tipped it in.
Here's a shot by Zan Leone, and Luca Richards got a piece of that. He had to shake that shot off. Now with a puck trying to feed it in front, Luca Richards is safe. The rebound, and Richards moves out with a glove and makes a nice save on Jay Zanleone, as taking the initial shot was Chad Burke. There you get a look at Luca Richards.
Well, that is the hardest that Luca Richards has had to work so far tonight, I think, right there. And Spaulding with some excellent passing. Here it is again, right in front of the net. There's one save. There's another save right there. First a stick save and a dandy, and then a glove save and a beauty right after it.
Luca Richards, who collected 19 saves in the 4-0 win over Albany earlier this season. Comes up big for the Red Raiders to keep this at a 2-0 Red Raider lead, and so far preserving the shutout. Red Raiders trying to, Adam Blaze trying to center it in front. Now we have a hooking call coming up.
And that hooking penalty is
going to go to Joe Mountford.
Well, that's a check and see. And that's who it is.
That penalty comes at the 14:58 mark of our second period.
Well, we've seen an awful lot of penalties in this game.
And that will do it for second period action. As a goal in each period by the Massena Central Red Raiders, and the Red Raiders find themselves in the lead by the score of 2-0 after 2 periods of play from the Massena Arena. We will continue our interview with the Massena Recreation Director, Paul Patterson, coming up next here on Cable 24 Sports. Once again, our score, 2-0 Red Raiders after 2 periods.
Enjoy the live entertainment and great company at the Hotel Netto, 43 Andrew Street in Massena. On Friday and Saturday, boogie to the sounds of nightlife from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. On Tuesday night, it's a singing affair with karaoke by Jerry Morin. On Sunday, enjoy football on the large screen TV with complimentary wings. And be sure to take advantage of the after-work specials Friday from 4 to 7. Great entertainment, great company, and of course great beverages at Hotel Netto, 43 Andrew Street, Massena.
First round of the Massena High School Christmas Invitational Tournament. Red Raiders leading Spaulding 2-0 here to recap so far.
Well, the only goal scored in that last period was scored by Les Pribble, and it was unassisted at the 5:04 mark of the second period.
So the Red Raiders on the power play here as we begin third period action. And this is Josh Spanberg reeling in over the line. Spanberg puts the brakes on, now to Frank Joy. Now to the side of the net. Service right in front. Wow. Mike LaPointe with a goal. Picture perfect.
Absolutely picture perfect pass right to LaPointe, and LaPointe said hello.
LaPointe got the goal. Spanberg and Seth Service will pick up the assist and mark it as a power play goal.
Here it is again. Dinging it out of the corner.
There's Spanberg. Nice back pass. Service, look. Nobody there to guard Mike LaPointe.
Textbook hockey.
Yes. And the Red Raiders now lead by the score of 3-0. 20 seconds, the time of the goal.
That's the second time tonight that Massena's wasted no time at all getting on the board early. And here they go. Look at that. Picture perfect. Service right in front of LaPointe, and he knocked it in. Just textbook hockey right there.
Set Service in for checking for the Red Raiders, and that allows Frank Joy to step up and keep the puck in. Now Service tried to roll it deeper into the Spaulding zone, but Mike Coakley had it underneath him.
That's the kind of goals right there, Chip, that coaches love to see. The ones like that, it's like you work hard and practice on goals like that, and when you see them in a real game, it's very rewarding, both to players and coaches.
Chris Pelletier had no chance on that goal.
There you see us. I'm brandishing my beautiful San Diego Chargers jacket today.
If they would have lost, would you have it on?
No!
San Diego Chargers getting into the playoffs. What's this, the second time in 3 years or something that
I've worn this jacket, or
no.
they've gotten to the playoffs?
From the draw. 14 minutes to play here in our third period. Red Raiders enjoying a 3-0 lead. This is Corey Thagason. He rolls the puck into the corner. P.J. Rochford has it there. Now to Corey David. Corey David is checked. Red Raiders work the puck free. And now Les Tribble has trouble controlling the puck. He collides with Dan Seidman. And the puck is deflected into the Red Raiders bench.
Spaulding is going to have to turn up the volume just a little bit on Massena right here. Down 3-0 if they're going to have any chance to make it in tomorrow to take on the X-Men.
St. Pius X-Men, who are basically a replacement team in this tournament for St. Matthews, who could not make it.
No, St. Matthews couldn't make it because of not only just sickness on the team, but injuries. They've had an awful lot of injuries on St. Matthews this season, and they just could not make it, so they were replaced by St. Pius X.
St. Pius winners of the first game, as we mentioned, 7-5 over Saratoga. And those guys don't get a chance to enjoy the win too long because, well, one, they play in a championship game tomorrow, but before that, a lot of those players have to return to Ottawa tonight and probably do some last-minute studying because they have exams tomorrow.
That has got to be really tough right there on a player.
Les Purble going into the corner. Purble centers it in front, and Adam Blaze got a piece of the puck, but the save was made by Pelletier.
Purble has been all over the place here tonight.
Seidman, ooh, he runs into Scott Service, knocks him down. The Crimson Tide control the puck. A pass for Strachan is knocked down. Here's Pelletier with a kick save on a shot taken by Scott Service. Service out there with Tim O'Shea and Jamie Courier. The Crimson trying to clear the puck, and they do. 2-on-1 developing, but the pass intended for Chad Burke a little bit too far for him. Now behind the net, it's fed in front. Oh, and Brian LaPrade tried to control the puck with his skates, but could not. And now
Spaulding had the extra man on. Pelletier came over to the bench, was able to get off. They did get the extra man on, but they didn't get anything going.
And it appears that Chad Schneider is going to the penalty box. Then we got to look at Schneider, a senior defenseman, 5'9", 145 pounds. In the penalty box, and there you get a good look at Tim Long, head coach of the Massena Central Red Raiders.
Massena penalty number 8, Schneider. A minute and a half for hitting from behind.
Schneider goes for hitting from behind. So the Red Raiders will have to kill another penalty here.
Officials big on the hitting from behind tonight.
This is Badeau in his own zone. Badeau now will feed Laprade. Laprade with Viens moving in over the line. A nice pass right onto the stick of Zanleone. But the Red Raiders take it away and clear the length of the ice. Massena with Frankie Joy out there along with Ryan Kerwin, Jamie Courier, and Scott Service, the penalty killers. This is Chad Laprade working in over the line, but Frank Joy knocks him off the puck. Spaulding with their power play unit here of Eric Badeau with a puck right now, along with Jay Zanleone, who has it. He overskates now for Tim Viens. Viens plays the puck in deep. Spaulding changing on the fly. Pelletier will save behind his own net for Ryan Laprade. Headman's a pass intended for Jim Lacroix, too far for him. And now it's Badeau at his own blue line. Center ice area. Ooh, a big hit that time.
Wow!
P.J. Rochford steps up and nails Jason Lacroix right at the Red Raider blue line. But Lacroix, quick to get back on his skates, sends the puck into the Red Raider zone.
That was a pretty stiff check by Rochford. He almost sent him clear to Ogdensburg with that check.
10:15 to play here in our third period. Red Raiders continuing to lead 3-0. Now a centering pass is broken up. Red Raiders send the puck down into the Spaulding territory. Laprade going after it there. Now Ryan Kerwin colliding. Weisskopfer, Kerwin a shot right on. Pelletier the save. And then Kerwin runs into Pelletier. With 9:49 remaining here in our third period, we'll be back right after this. 9:49 remaining. There you go. Look at Ryan Kerwin. Just had an offensive chance a moment ago for Massena. Kerwin from the draw for Frank Joy. Centers a pass, but it goes off a skate. Spaulding will clear to center. Now the Crimson Tide in their own zone, but a clearing attempt goes off the skate of LaPointe. Josh Spanberg battling for the Red Raiders. Kerwin holds the puck in. Now LaPointe. LaPointe's got Spanberg going to the net. He scores!
Another textbook goal right there, Chip, a dandy.
Mike LaPointe.
Boy, great heads-up play by LaPointe right there.
And working with Josh Spanberg. We'll see it again.
Watch it once again. Textbook play once again here. Here's LaPointe right to Spanberg. Bam, goodbye. I'll see you later.
LaPointe with a nice little flip pass over the leg of David Bootsy. Right on the stick of Josh Spanberg. As we see it again. And the goaltender Pelletier was moving one direction, and Spanberg put the puck high to his glove hand side. And with this goaltending change, we're going to step away. We'll be back right after this. With Jamie Davis, I'm Chip Chapman back at the Massena Arena, where we have a goaltending change, and Justin Cooper saw his first shot. Jamie, well, he didn't make a save on his first shot.
No, we got to give the save to the goalpost on that one because it hit the goalpost while we were away. And Chad Burke is in the box.
For Spaulding. And the Red Raiders will go on the power play.
Spaulding penalty number 6.
This is P.J. Rochford from the draw, a shot. Cooper gets a glove on that. Spaulding with a chance to clear, and Viens plays it to center. Dropped off the glass down into the Red Raiders zone. Red Raiders going with Adam Blaze out here, along with Les Pribble, Corey David up front, P.J. Rochford, Mike Dion at the points, and the Red Raiders misconnect on this pass, and they are guilty of icing. And they'll bring the puck all the way back down into the Red Raider zone. 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. There you see our score in the Brazier Quick Stop scoreboard.
Well, we've seen the Red Raiders in this third period make some excellent passes. I've got to say that, Chip. Their passing has improved immensely since that first period.
And the Red Raiders enjoying a 4-0 lead, and they are on the power play here. This is Rochford, P.J. Rochford, a pass for Blaze, too far for him. This is Dave Bootsy trying to clear. He can. A shot right on Cooper, makes the save. Moving in is Rochford. He lets the shot go. Deflects into the corner. Now Blaze tied up. Cooper poke checks the puck away from Corey David. Here's a shot. Bootsy blocks that shot. Red Raiders now starting to swarm the Spaulding goal. David Bootsy wraps it off the glass, but not out. Held in, just 14 seconds remaining on the penalty to Spaulding. Adam Blaze works in from the face-off circle, and Blaze's shot. Cooper makes the save. Adam Blaze has it back as he takes a pass from Corey David, tries to feed it in front. That goes off a leg.
Great opportunity for Blaze. He was all alone right there.
Penalized player back on. Rolling down, going after the loose puck is Jay Zanleone. He centers in front, but a little bit too far for a teammate.
That had to be the best opportunity right there for Spaulding. Zanleone was all alone right in front of the net right there, just missing the pass, Chip.
The best opportunity of this third period anyway, Jamie.
I've got to say, yeah, you're right.
7:15 remaining to play here from the Massena Arena in first round action of the Massena Central Red Raider Christmas Invitational Tournament.
This physical play by Massena has definitely paid off tonight.
We have an offsides call and some extracurricular activity as Jamie Courier was battling along the boards with, I believe it was Greg Stracke.
Well,
Very good look at Jamie Courier.
I'll tell you, Chip, you can't beat the weather we've had recently.
Oh, no.
The last two games we've done has been great.
Hasn't been cold in here yet for you, right? Is that what you're saying? Well, it's coming, believe me. It's coming.
I'm in no hurry for it, I can tell you that.
Red Raiders with a puck. They're trying to clear to center, and they do. This is Scott Service. Service rolls the puck into the corner. Going after the puck is Eric Badeau, battling along the boards with Jamie Courier. Badeau works it free. Now headman to pass center ice, but stepping up on a play is Chad Schneider. He knocks that puck away. Jamie Courier for Scott Service, too far for the Red Raider forward. And the Crimson Tide will clear the puck. This is Eric DeRosie back in his own zone. Nice pass between the skates of a Spaulding forechecker. This is Tim O'Shea at center. Ooh. Cooper.
O'Shea getting the shot off before the line changed there, and it was a dandy, too.
Center ice area. Stepping up on the play for Spaulding is Tim Viens. But the puck is deflected into the Red Raiders players bench, and once again we get a stoppage in play. 5:51 remaining here in our hockey game, and of course, with this being the holidays, we want to, from the entire staff here at Edwards Production Sports and Cable 24, we want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Frank Joy from the draw, Joe Weisskopf. Ooh, Weisskopf run over that time by Viens. This is a long shot. Luca Richards makes a save on Dan Seidman. Puck's still in the Red Raider zone. Keith McLean has it. He runs into LaPrade. Now a centering attempt and a shot. Oh, Luca Richards with an outstanding blocker save that time, as that might have been the best chance in this hockey game so far for Spaulding.
Well, Richards come up with an excellent game save right there.
As he still has the shutout intact. We're under 5 minutes now in our hockey game.
I'm sure he's got that on his mind, making the big save right there.
Spaulding back in their own zone. Red Raiders in forechecking. They steal a puck. Weisskopf now for Mike Lapointe. Lapointe behind the net, trying to get around a check. He's spun around and knocked down. And goaltender Justin Cooper, who's a sophomore, elects to cover up for the faceoff.
Well, you got to look at Lapointe. He's played a pretty physical game right to start with. Here they are, back of the net.
Ooh.
And there's that shot.
Tim Viennes let the shot go.
And that was a beautiful shot and a beautiful save.
And the Red Raiders score! Right from the draw.
Wow!
4:32 remaining in our hockey game.
I don't think anybody in the building had a chance to think right there. That was right from the get-go on the face-off. And I believe that we'll have to wait and see, but I think Seth Service is going to get the credit for the goal. We'll have to wait and see.
And I'm not sure if Mike Lapointe gets the goal.
Assisted by number 22, Seth Service.
Seth Service picks up an assist.
Time of the goal, 10:28.
10:28. The time of the goal, and the Red Raiders now leading 5-0. I'm not sure if Cooper made the save, but lost the puck. It went behind him, and as he was moving back towards his goal post, the puck was behind him, and he knocked it in himself.
That may
Not
be,
quite sure.
That may be what happened, Chip. I don't even think he saw it coming.
Dion!
Just
The
like
Red
that
Raiders. Mike Dion took the shot, and Mike Lapointe, I believe, deflected the puck in the net, and I think Lapointe's going to get credit for the goal. And if it is Lapointe, it will be his second consecutive 3-goal game.
Here it is again on the replay. Right back to Dion, and he lets it go.
Yes.
And it was deflected.
Mike Lapointe with the hat trick.
Assisted by number 5, Mike Dion.
There it is again.
Spanberg and Dion on the assist. And Massena now up in front 6-0. Spaulding the other way, and Luca Richards makes the stop on Spaulding's Gary LaPearl.
One of the things I might bring out in that last period, in the second period, Spaulding outshot Massena 9-5, and shots on goal, but gosh, you wouldn't notice it. Spaulding was all over the front of the net, though, in that second period for about 2 or 3 minutes of that second period. But
there you can look at Eric DeRose, who just went to the penalty box. 3:44 to play in our third period. Hooking is the call to DeRose. Red Raiders shorthanded once again. This is Badeau. It's Badeau out there with Viennes and LaPrade. Both Ryan LaPrade and Chad LaPrade out there, along with Keith Maurice, the power play unit. This is LaPrade centering it in front, intended for Tim Viennes, but he was taken down, and the Red Raiders will find themselves shorthanded by 2 men, as they will be 2 men down.
well, going to the box, it looks as if it's...
Corey David,
Yeah, it is Corey David.
as he took down Tim Viennes, as Viennes was going to the net and getting ready to take a pass.
Well, if Massena wants to keep the shutout intact, they're really going to have to work for it now.
Interference to call. Not a bad penalty, though, as by Corey David that he took right there, because the Spaulding player was going to have an excellent opportunity to get a shot on goal. So the Red Raiders now with 2 men short for another 30 seconds. They have Jamie Courier out there along with Frank Joy and Ryan Kerwin to kill this penalty off. This is Ryan LaPrade. He can't hold the puck in. Down to 15 seconds in the two-man advantage. This is Ryan LaPrade working in over the line. Tries to feed the puck over to Chad LaPrade. Now back to Ryan. One man back on the ice for the Red Raiders, so they are now down only by one man. Here's a shot right on net and a good save. Corey Thigeson got the shot off, and a good save by Luca Richards. They try to feed it in front. Broken up by Luca Richards. Now, Red Raiders having a little trouble finally clearing the puck. Down to 1:50 in our hockey game. The only thing the Red Raiders want to do now is just preserve this shutout for their goaltender, Luca Richards, who has had a strong game in net when he has been tested. Jamie, so far?
Well, I'll tell you, Massena did an excellent job of killing off that penalty. Both of them.
So the Red Raiders back at full strength, down to 1:25 in our hockey game. Center ice. Here comes Corey David. A pass intended for Spanberg, but Corey David partially fanned on that pass. Here come the Crimson Tide back the other way, but they're stopped at the blue line. Now it's Charlie Durant in his own zone from Massena. This is Scott Service. We're under a minute to play in our hockey game. Lacroix to center ice. Broken up there. Behind the net, this is Mike Dion. Dion looks. Plays across ice for Durant. Durant, nice pass, center ice area. This is Josh Spanberg. Gets around one guy. Spanberg in over the line, but just at the last second had a poke checked off his stick.
Some pretty good moves by Spanberg right there going across the line.
This is Dan Seidman with it. Seidman being checked from behind by Jason Converse. 20 seconds remaining in our hockey game. So the Red Raiders will advance into the championship game tomorrow against the St. Pius X-Men from Ottawa, Ontario, who were a replacement team in this tournament for St. Matthews, who were not available to play or unable to play due to sickness and injury.
That's got to really take a toll on a hockey team when you can't go to a tournament because of sickness and injury.
Yes.
You got to feel for a team like that.
Just 7 seconds to go in our hockey game. Red Raiders control. They'll flip at the length of the ice, and that will do it, Jamie. Our final score, the Massena Central Red Raiders defeat the Crimson Tide of Spaulding by the score of 6-0.
Well, the three-star selection is going to go all to Massena on this one here. Our third star will be number 7, Mike Lapointe. Lapointe picking up 3 goals tonight. Excuse me, here he's our first star, picking up 3 goals and 1 assist. Our second star goes to Seth Service. He picked up a goal. He also had 3 assists along with that tonight. And our third star, boy, I don't know. I'll tell you, the third star, there's about 4 or 5 of them out there that you could really pick. So we're going to leave the rest of the team out there for the third star because they all played fantastic tonight.
Luca Richards, even though he wasn't tested a whole lot, but when he was, he came up big and
that would be a good selection right there. In fact, he really was not tested most of the evening out there.
But when he was ready and made some good saves.
Well, they're going up against a St. Pius X team who was a winner 7-5, who play a different type of hockey than what Massena plays, but we saw tonight where they played that physical style of hockey, and it paid off, Chip.
So that will just about do it for our telecast here tonight. Our cameramen have been Chris Tabor and Gary Edwards. And of course, this game has been produced and directed by Chad Edwards. And for my colleague, Jamie Davis, and our entire Edwards Production Sports Crew. I'm Chip Chapman. Have a pleasant good night, everybody.